Hello everyone, welcome back to another Android episode. Today I'll be starting from where I left things off in the previous video. Today I'm gonna tell you how to send a PHP post request from Android to PHP in the backend and to get information from the backend using the Volley request, using the post Volley request. Alright, let's get started. First thing in the Android manifest, we have to give users permissions, internet and access network state like this. And after that, in the application, we must give users clear text traffic, which will be equals to true. So it allows us to get data from the post request securely without not working without this text. So I'll be teaching you all how to send a post request from Volley to our PHP site right now. First thing, I'm using the project that I used in the earlier session, and now what I'll do is I'll copy all three of these buttons and paste it under this, and here I'll change the IDs of these buttons. Button number 2 will be BD, and the next edit text will be eText2, and text view will be text2, like this. And after that, I'll change the constraint top to bottom of our button to ID text, like this. And after that, I'll change the constraint top to bottom of the edit text as BD, and here also as eText2. So it will be a separate application inside our application. So here now we'll have to adjust our second text view. Its height will be, we'll give it a height of 160 SP so that it can be shown when we use it. Okay, now the next thing, for the button, for the second button, we'll give a on click as Volley POST high. Let's create this method inside our application. Alright, here is the method, and let's get started on the code. What we'll do now is, we say first we'll have our second edit text ID, which will be eText2, copied, and here we'll say string jam equals edit text find view by id r.id dot, we'll give the eText2, and next thing we say dot get text dot toString, like this. And the next thing, we'll have our string URL equal to string dot format http :// we'll have to find our IP address now. Let's go to cmd command prompt and type IP config, and let's copy the IP address from the IP config and close this and paste it here like this. Then we say the folder as Volley, and Actually, in the exam folder, I have made a new application. Inside the ht docs, inside Volley, I have placed a new PHP document file. It's called wuser, and this is it. Inside of this, I have declared if server request method is post, then the connection with PHP will be required once, and there's a SQL tag which says select all from user, where we provide the post request value as naga, and after that we have the result equal to mysql like query connection and SQL, and a response will be made, an array will be made, and in the next thing, in the next thing we'll have a while for row, to check if the row is equal to mysql like fetch array result, and finally we have array push to provide the response as an array, as an associate array. So here first thing we'll give ID, name, email, mobile and password, and finally we say echo JSON encode and provide the response to the other end like this. So that's that, and now we'll be using wuser.php here. We'll close it, and now we'll make a string request. String request equals to new string request, and here we'll give request method dot post this time, and after that we'll provide the URL like this, and the next thing we'll have the new response listener placed like this, and the next thing here we'll give a comma and say new response dot error listener and provide it like this. Okay, now for the next step, we say we'll have our text view TV equals to find view by ID r dot id dot, we'll have our second text view ID taken text2 from here, copied and pasted here, and the next thing we say tv dot set text and provide our. So here on the response side, on the response method, we get the string response. It is the response of the values which are coming from the backend from our PHP script. So we'll set text the response to this text view like this. Everything's almost complete, but there's one more thing to do. We'll have to make a we'll override our getParams method. GetParams method like this, and inside it we'll have map string, key will be string and value also will be string. We'll make a map like this and call it params and make it equal to new hash map like this. Then we'll close this and we'll provide a params dot put, and we'll have a value key called naga, and we'll give the text value inside here as jam. the text value of the string we made for the edit text, and it will be placed here. And finally we say return params like this. And here we can print our error. We can toast our error. We provide the get application context, and the text will say error dot get message like this. And finally we'll close this from here, and we say request queue equals to volley dot new request queue, and we'll provide the context as this. And after that we'll have our request queue dot add, and we'll add our string request inside of it. So that's how we do the post request for our Volley with the PHP backend. Before executing this, we'll save this. You must understand that the data is coming from the MySQL server from the exam server. So here is the database. We have made a Volley user database with a table called user, and we added some values in the previous video. We added 1 Kulesh, 4 Alex, Terminator, Randy and Dumbledore, and we have added 5 values inside our database. So if we search for the name, we must get details of these values when we search for them inside our application. So now let's do that. Now we run this and check the output. Now our application is being built. We have to wait till the application gets built. So you must remember that you must put your own IP address for this application to access the Volley PHP backend site. So let's wait till this builds up, and let's check it out inside our phone. It's taking quite a while to do this. We'll wait till this builds up. Okay, the Gradle build is finished. Now it's installing the application. And launching the application. Alright, this is our application. Now let's give a name for this here. We'll give Kulesh, and let's press on Hi Volley. And we get our data from the backend. We get our ID, name, email and mobile and password just like that from the post request. Now let's say Dumbledore and press on Hi Volley, and we get the Dumbledore result. We say Terminator now and press on Hi Volley, and we get the Terminator values. Finally, let's check if Alex also works. We get the Alex outputs also just like that. So this is from the post request, and we made the get request earlier. Let's check the get request again also. We say Kulesh and press on hi Volley. Actually, we have to run it in the browser. We say localhost slash Volley user. And now let's press on hi Volley. Something's wrong somewhere, but it'll work if we do it again. Oh, it doesn't work because we have given our IP address as this. So let's copy this from here and paste it here, and let's run this again. It's applying the changes for the application right now. And let's press on hi Volley and we get our result just like that. Here also we get our result. So this is how to work with the post request with the backend as PHP and the front end as Android to get responses from the backend side of an application in Android. So alright, I hope you found this interesting and you'd like this video. If you liked it, please subscribe and support me, and thanks everyone. I'll see you in another lesson another day. Until then, bye guys.